Hey, I'm Mark McKillier with liveanabolic.com, and today I'm going to talk about the 5 best foods that you can eat to naturally boost your testosterone levels. Now guys, you've heard me talk about this a whole lot. I'm 56, I'm not some young whippersnapper anymore, so guess what? A lot of what it takes to get into shape revolves around our male hormone system. And testosterone is the most important hormone when it comes to burning fat and putting on muscle. So there's 2 ways we can affect that hormone naturally. One is with exercise and one is with nutrition. So today I'm going to be talking about the foods, the nutrition that can help increase your testosterone, guys. All right, so you've seen all these great foods. These are the 5 that I'm going to talk about today. I want to start off with this one. A lot of you guys have probably never heard of it and never tried it. And you need to change. This is called pomegranate juice. Now, you're going to find this in your grocery store over in the section where a lot of your fruits and vegetables live. You won't necessarily find this where the orange juices and the apple juices are, okay? I had a hard time finding it in my grocery store when I first started drinking this a few years ago. And guys, you're gonna love it. It tastes fantastic. Now the problem is, the reason it tastes fantastic is because it comes loaded with natural sugars in the fruit. Now these are not refined sugars that are added, okay? This is just the natural sugars that are in almost all fruit. So it comes with all kinds of great testosterone boosting properties, but you can't overdo it because it has so many calories. So you can't just guzzle this stuff down, all right? So just a few ounces every day is all you need. Now, there was a study done by Queen Mary University in the United Kingdom, and it tracked a bunch of men for 2 weeks, only 2 weeks. And the guys that were taking pomegranate juice in their diet boosted their testosterone levels by 24%. So let's say the average range for men is somewhere between, say, 300 and 1,000, okay? And a lot of us older guys are down around 300 or even in the 200s. So 25% of 200 is 50. That's a lot, all right? So this is a real easy way to boost your testosterone, and of course it tastes fantastic. Now, in addition to boosting your testosterone, you get some other really cool benefits, okay? There's a lot of antioxidants in this. Matter of fact, they brag about it on their label here, okay? They're all, pomegranate juice is famous for having a lot of antioxidants, and that helps mitigate a lot of the free radicals that we have roaming around in our body that's damaging our DNA and our cells, all right? So that's a kind of a side benefit. Now, another thing is these things are loaded with nitrates. Now, why is that cool? It helps the mitochondria that are in our cells that produce energy. It helps the mitochondria, work more efficiently. Don't ask me how, that's way above my head, guys. But there are some really cool studies that say that the nitrates in here actually help boost our performance during high intensity cardio exercises. So another great side benefit in addition to it boosting our testosterone. All right, guys, food number 2. I told you these all taste fantastic. Grass-fed beef. All right, now, I want you guys to eat beef on a regular basis, 2-3 times a week. And there's several reasons for that, because there's a lot of things in here that help improve our testosterone. That's what I'm talking about today with you all. All right, but grass-fed in particular is better for you for several reasons, okay? First of all, these cows are not injected with all these hormones and antibiotics that you see with these cows that are cooped up in these real tight conditions, and they're fed corn and all kinds of other foods that make them grow real fast, all right? So the grass-fed beef is a much more natural cow, okay? Which means there's just less crap in them that's gonna actually affect our bodies. As a matter of fact, there's a bunch of things in regular beef that can actually boost our estrogen levels, all right? So if we have too much estrogen, that means our body won't be able to produce as much testosterone. So that's one reason. Now, another thing is grass-fed beef is just more nutrient dense, okay? It comes with a ton of vitamins in it, vitamin D, A, F, zinc, and then the saturated fat in here is particularly good for you because, once again, our bodies need certain types of cholesterol that comes in saturated fat to produce testosterone. Without that, literally, our bodies just won't produce the testosterone that we need. And then finally, grass-fed beef has more omega-3s in it. Okay, now omega-3s are something that we like to get from fish. That's one of those healthy fats that our bodies really crave and need for producing testosterone. And just overall, this is such a better choice than going with just traditional beef. All right, now the third food you guys are gonna like is called extra virgin olive oil. All right, guys, don't buy just the regular olive oil. It's very little difference in price, all right? So just spend an extra $1 or $2, okay? This stuff lasts a long time. Now, the reason I say extra virgin is because it really has to do with just the processing of the olives. This thing is not contaminated with a bunch of other filler oils, okay, that are not pure olives, okay? So the neat thing about this is there was a really interesting study done not too long ago that tracked a bunch of men for 3 weeks. And after just 3 weeks of adding extra virgin olive oil to their diet, it increased something called your luteinizing hormone. Well, what the hell is that? The luteinizing hormone is important because guess what? It sends signals down there, okay? And it tells our brothers and sisters down here, our testes, to ramp up production of testosterone. And guess what? It boosted luteinizing hormone by 43%, which increased your testosterone levels by 18%. So something as simple as just adding this into your diet can really go a long ways to boosting our natural production of testosterone. All right, guys. Fourth food group here, guys. Cage-free eggs. All right. So eggs are a fantastic source of protein. Matter of fact, some experts think it is the single best, highest biological source of protein that your body can possibly have, even compared to beef. All right. Now, the good thing about cage-free eggs is that it has higher levels of omega-3s, which are a fantastic fatty acid that we definitely need, and most of us don't get enough of it. Matter of fact, a lot of times I will recommend you guys need to add fish to your diet because all fish almost has great sources of omega-3 fatty acids, and guess what we do with fatty acids? Our body uses that to produce testosterone, okay? So remember, this is all these foods all get tied back into producing testosterone in our body. So eggs is a fantastic source. Now the thing I want you guys to keep in mind here is everything in moderation, okay? So the good cholesterol and the omega-3 fatty acids are in the yolks, right? Well, guess what? That also has a lot of calories. So if you're adding these to your daily nutritional diet, okay, and you're trying to lose a lot of body fat, I want you to not overdo it with the eggs. You could do egg whites, but probably keep the egg yolks to just 1 or maximum 2 egg yolks per day. All right, guys, that'll keep your caloric total intake much lower, because I also talk about we need to eat at a caloric deficit. All right, so it's not just what we eat, it's how much we eat. All right, guys, food number 5, Brazil nuts. All right, you've probably never heard of these little guys before, but they taste pretty good. Now, the secret behind Brazil nuts is they have an anabolic mineral in them called selenium. And there was a study done by the Department of Medical Laboratory Science that says that the selenium in Brazil nuts actually boost our testosterone levels. How great is that? So you don't need a lot. Once again, guys, everything in moderation. You only need a small handful of these things every day because guess what? Nuts, almost like all the other nuts, are really full of fat. And although our fat is great, it's loaded with calories. So we're trying to keep our calories low so that we eat a caloric deficit. Hence, you just don't need very many Brazil nuts. All right, guys, the 5 foods that I showed you today taste fantastic. And of course, they have the added benefit of boosting our testosterone. Now, guys, check out these other videos that we have for you on this channel. Tons of fantastic information. And as always, if you like this video, I want to hear about it. Post some comments below. I want to know what kind of questions you have. Be sure to share this with your friends. Give us a nice like, and then be sure to subscribe to this channel. And then don't forget, guys, you always have to stick with it and never give up on yourself.